Welcome to springtime in Michigan. Snow is falling, and it's cold outside. Hey everyone. So, except for the snowflakes the size of a $50 falling outside, things are going pretty good. Today is day 37 of my 100-day challenge, working on my comic Dinosaur Man. Yesterday we had a launch party. That was really cool. I really had a lot of fun doing that. And episode 3 is up and live, so go to Webtoons, search Dinosaur Man, read it, enjoy it, like it, comment on it, please. Comments are appreciated. And picked up a few new subscribers, so hopefully we'll keep that rocking and rolling. Anyway, so working on episode 4. I've got a little more work done on it than yesterday. I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit. Yeah, I was outside. Well, I had a jacket on because I have Renaud's, so it's got to be above 50 for me to not even wear gloves anymore. But I walked to the bank. It was great. Enjoyed it. It was whistling. You know, it was a nice day. Now it's just like, I just want to go back to bed until June. Yes, comments would be very much appreciated because I know they get noticed. Anyway, so I did some more work on episode 4, and I got a little carried away. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But look at this panel. I am so happy with this panel. I just couldn't stop working on it, and I wanted to get it done, so I did the whole thing all in one shot. But yeah, this panel turned out pretty much exactly how I had it in my mind because I wanted to do that cool, warm contrast, and I faded out some of the line art for Dinosaur Man so he pops back in the background a little bit more. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. I got some more inking done, so this top panel here is looking pretty groovy. And working on this one now. I want to change his expression a little bit. I'm not really too thrilled with how that's looking. So, because I think I want a little bit more of a reaction. And that hand is bonkers. He should still be holding his sword or knife or whatever. So, I think that's pretty much what I'm going to work on right now. So I kind of want to like show maybe just a side view, and then instead of showing more of the back of his head, and show more from the side, so it's slightly turned. Was booking some more, a few more shows just before launch. I put in for SuperCon Raleigh, waiting on a response back from that. Mississippi show, gotta wait for a response back on that. Booked Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, Kentucky. They got a cool lineup there. Of course, the Four Horsemen are going to be there, so I couldn't not buy a table for that. Trying to look into some other anime shows too, because I want to do more anime. But those seem to book up a year in advance, most of them. Oh yeah, and replay effects. I got to remember to do that too. Yeah, we'll see if the whole Mississippi thing, I mean, that weekend used to always be the Vegas show, but the Vegas moved to the end of the month. And so my wife and I were trying to figure out what to do because that's also our anniversary weekend. We always want to go somewhere on our anniversary. So it looks like we're headed to Mississippi. I think what we'll do is we'll go down to the coast first, stay in, I think it's Biloxi down there, to sit on the beach. I don't even care if I'm just eating McDonald's and sleeping in a Motel 6. I just want to sit on the Gulf Beach for a few days. And then we'll go do that little show. It's only 2 days. And come home. Oh, and I am confirmed for WrestleCon in New Orleans in April, so looking forward to that too. All right, so it's a little bit more like what I was wanting. Let's try moving it around and maybe snap his head back a little bit and stretch this neck out. Look pretty cool. Yeah, I've done some one-day shows in the past. There's a few locally that are really good. It wouldn't be more than, I wouldn't do more than a 6-hour drive to get to a one-day show. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. I wanted some more shock and pain going on in here. He didn't look exasperated, and it's hard because his costume has this mask. So I'm going to really stretch the limit of that jaw. Yeah, let's... So if now I flip it, and I can now see it looks like this arm is being pulled away, or maybe his head's just too small. So it's a little on the wonky there. I want to be careful of how close I get to this edge, and I'm going to lose out. I might have to move the whole thing over a little bit more because this is the less interesting side. So that's better. Otherwise it looked like his shoulder was completely disconnected. Philly's about 9 hours, I think. So yeah, this shoulder pad would be more here. And I shouldn't have got ahead of myself and started really inking this one yet, because I'm starting to notice more things since I flipped this over. So we will back off on that for now. All right, Varian. I'll talk to you later. All right, because this torso is like elongating out the side here, so that's a bit too much. We can go a little bit more. Yeah, let's go a little more extreme. Like he's getting caught like in midair trying to duck out of the way. Yeah, that might work a little better. And I'm gonna oh, where's the rest of it? All right, so now I can move the whole thing over. Move his inclines. That's better. Okay, so this is his back. This is his spinal cord. So his shoulders are going to roll. He's actually going to roll forward a little bit more than what I've got him. Quack! All right, so let's bring this shoulder out where it should be. We're going to see the side of this shoulder pad, this Litfield-esque shoulder pad. Now he's stretching up. And there's one knife he's holding, and his other hand's going to be kind of up here, I think. Brandishing the other one. Now let's just kind of redo this head placement. There, that's much better, I think. Let's flip our scene back some more and kind of look at the whole picture. I think I can move the whole drawing over a little bit more. I'm not sure how you're parsing the difference between violence and action, but I mean, there's going to be some blood coming out here. But come on, program, catch up with me. All right, this arm still looks a little bit on the wonkiness, so let me try to clean that up a little bit more. You're no hack. You still do things the old-fashioned way still, too. I mean, not gonna lie, my drawing improved once I started doing it digitally because I lost that whole anxiety of ruining a piece of paper. Well, then I would definitely take that as a compliment if you're seeing it that way, because I would definitely want to go lean towards Kirby. I just want this whole story and the print version of it to just have this nice vintage appeal. It's like, oh yeah, I remember comics used to be good. This reminds me of that. That's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah, I better see if Replay Effects still has a booth. Definitely want to go back to that show. I don't even know what weekend it is. I was doing some booking and I found that the July 12th through the 13th, there's like 4 cons I wanted to do all in the same weekend. And I'm a guest at a show in Estes Park for that weekend. So it's like, oh, I can't do Atlanta, I can't do Wizard World Boise, if that's gonna still be a thing. So kind of like, oh, hate this. And we'll just do some more noodling here. I want these big square fingers. Alright, so his big old arm is here. So I'm guessing his elbow there. Massive bicep. This will be the slave shackle is probably here. And then here's this shoulder. And that having that other hand up there so high, not liking that. Let's get that out of the way. So maybe with this one, he's going a little lower. So this hand will be kind of here-ish. Yeah, so that's kind of more of a, that's much better than what I had before. Get the McFarlane fingers. There's like Kirby fingers, which are blocks, and then there's the McFarlane peanut fingers, which are like that. Stick with the blocks. Alright, so now there's this hulking mass here. I think that's going to be kind of darkened in more. So this arm's going to be kind of back further. This one's coming forward, and he's just lunging in on it. I think that's looking a lot better. I've remanipulated my layers so much I'm starting to lose those older ones from the under part. All right, cool. So now we can kind of get back into this, and I'm going to make this just D-Man, I think. No, I mean they can all be on. Yeah, that's good. So this will be that, and then I'll do this one as a detail layer, trying to get more organized. So I definitely think now it's pretty balanced. So I guess I don't need to move it. Got it. And that I can get rid of. Most of it's drawn here. That's the older one right there. I can get rid of that. No, I can't. Not that one. No. This layer. There. clean that up a bit, and then I can duplicate this a few times. There, now I can see things a little bit better. All right, get back into what's going on with this. Okay, so we'll do some shininess. For his slave bands. The collar, the harness, the braces, anybody who wears those are all used in slavery in this universe. So, gives you some hints as to what his past might have been like. Wow, it's really coming down now. No business like snow business. Gosh, glad I loaded my car for Wizard World Cleveland already. Alright, so let's try to keep our anatomy straight here. This is his, rest of his neck is right here. And then back, and then here is his shoulder. The cringe factor outside is just, ugh. Jump around a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, that shoulder blade in there. Let's see. This is something like that. And then he's got his bicep. Tricep is being pulled. And then he's got his back muscles here. Something like that. Any little detail lines I'm doing in his face mask, since I want him to be more astonished and surprised, I'm going to try to make sure that those curve outward in a way to help sell that expression. Yeah, that's a good mouth. He sure got a pretty mouth. It works. Alright, now let's see, I need to do something with the hair, so I'm going to do his ponytail here on a different layer. That makes it easier for me to go here and erase my overlapping lines. I like it so. And this neck fat's going to be bulging up. And then there's that other. Shoulder pad, which I don't like the way it looks, so we will erase it. There we go. That's better. Sound effect? Probably just a massive chomp. Maybe a chomp. So I want to do like a, on a different layer, I'll do like a swish this way. So we get the action lines going down, them clamping down. Something I've debated about doing is having that internal dialogue, like, how the old Spider-Man books especially would be, you'd always get the internal dialogue of the thoughts. We really kind of pulled away from that in more modern comics, where it was all exposition, is like, so-and-so is, like, if I was to do his dialogue here, his internal thoughts, he'd be thinking something like, well, I should have stuck with my original plan and ran away. But, it would, I don't know. I think that might be just a little bit too corny to do something like that. Plus, it would take away from the visceralness of what's going on. Because this guy is just going to be flat out screaming. I mean, so happy to be drawing comics again. This is so much fun. Let's do some shocking expressiveness there. Come over here and start on these big fingers. Good a time as any to make a shout out to everybody watching on the Indie Volt Network. A special thank you to anybody tuning in who's on my Facebook page, or I shared the link on my Facebook page. I need to do that more often. you guys, if there's anybody, I don't know how many people are watching at the comic shop, Geekadrome, but I'm always grateful. I enjoy answering the questions whenever they come up, so let's keep that going. So his chest is largely curled and compressed in here, so I think this whole area is just going to need to go dark. For the most part. Or am I needing, I don't know, maybe I should consider how this is being. Alright, so red pencil. Alright, so we've got his basic structure here. There is that. So he's going to be kind of curving this way. So biceps would be at this line. So that area there is pretty much not correct. Center line's going to be here. That's okay, I think. Alright, so a little bit different than what I've got. Cool. Well, hello all 6 of you. Thank you very much for being interested in this. Alright, so we'll... No, not red. Back there. Okay. And then somewhere around there is going to be that leg. And we'll bring that leg out. Alright, so I need to do some more little details. I guess I can do that next. Getting close to wrap up time here. So let's put some spots on him. I can get rid of that now. It's amazing with just a bunch of little nothing marks. You know, they'll really pump things up. You know, and I'm not just placing them randomly. I've got an idea of like highlight's going to be here, so I can put a few marks in to delineate the shadow. Things on metal are going to be more straight looking. Make these look a little more beat up. Put some stitches on his hat or his face mask, whatever. Knuckles. So this will be more darker, cooler. I'm still measuring this out. I think it works. I think it's not perfect, but I think for the composition, I think it's working. If I change it, I'll make sure and let you guys know what's going on. All right, well, that's going to be it for today. Near the 50-minute, yeah, we're at 50 minutes, so thank you guys very much for tuning in today on this snowy day in spring, March 1st. Okay. 11 days till my 40th birthday. Well, and it's snowing out. Well, you can cheer me up by always telling people about my Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook message thingies, all of that good stuff. Make sure you're subscribed, click the bell for notifications, and subscribe to the Dinosaur Man comic book on Webtoons. Leave some comments on there, that'd be great. And anyway, yeah, thank you very much. I will be on the road tomorrow, so if I've got the time tonight, I will pre-record an episode like I usually try to do, and that'll take care of my trip to Wizard World Cleveland, and then maybe I'll be able to do some sort of check-in on the weekend. I'll definitely be working on sketching up the next section of episode 4, so till then, talk to you later. Bye.